So I've seen quite a few pictures lately of just people setting their subwoofer boxes. Let's say it's in a truck, just setting them on the rear seat and just letting them sit there. And a lot of guys have 15s, multiple 12s and stuff like that. So kind of want to talk about something real quick that a lot of people don't think about. But if you get into an accident, the weight of that just sitting there on that seat, just the force of it that's going to come forward, could quite very well kill you. And like I said, a lot of people don't think about it, but when we talk about Newton's first law of motion, actually the second law states that the rate of change of momentum of an object is directly proportional to the force applied, or for an object with constant mass, that the net force of an object is equal to the mass of that object multiplied by the acceleration. So that's force equals mass times acceleration. Alright, so on this video here, this is just showing a test of what can happen with stuff sitting in the back of your vehicle. This stuff is unsecured, and you'll see in some of these, especially here when they slow it down in a minute, all of this stuff pushes forward. So that bucket right there, that's going to come forward. So whatever that weight is, that's coming all the way forward. You see all of this here, all that moves up. This moves up here, your seats get pushed forward, but everything moves. So if that's your speaker box, that's coming forward. It's coming into your seat. Here's another one that shows, this is terrible idea anyway, putting your feet up. You're just asking for your lower body to get completely destroyed here. You can see these are the feet coming through the windshield. Here's all the projectiles coming forward. So if you've got a box back there, it's coming forward if it's not secured. You see all of this coming up, pushes the seats, and that's lightweight stuff. So let's take, for instance, here's a 15-inch. I'm going to say that in general this is about the weight of a lot of 15-inch subs. Some weigh a lot more. Let's say on this one, it's a Scar, what was this? The Scar EVL 15. So I would say people usually have this one in a box sitting on their back seat. So this one weighs 37.1 pounds. Alright. Now a sheet of MDF, I think it weighs probably 94 pounds. So let's say you've got a sheet and a half of MDF. So it's 94, let's see, 94 divided by 2. That's 47 plus 94. That's 141 pounds of MDF. And then you've got your 37 pounds per woofer. So add 37 for 2 woofers. That's 215 pounds. Alright. So that's 215 pounds. And let's say you're going 60 miles an hour when you have a wreck. Your collision distance, let's say that and it's probably not going to happen, but let's say that your truck crumbles 4 foot in the front. This is just a basic, this isn't going to be 100% accurate, this is just to give an idea. Let's say it crushes 4 feet, so it's probably not going to, but let's say 4. Impact duration, let's say 1 second. That gives you a peak impact force of 57.547 kilonewtons. So 57.547 is 12,937 pounds of force coming onto your seat that you're sitting in. That seat's not designed to handle that kind of force. So what's going to happen is that box is going to take and it's going to push you, or it's going to push the seat and push you into the steering wheel, is what's going to happen. So that's a medium size woofer. There are some that weigh a whole lot more. Let's take, for instance, this Defbots Apocalypse here. It says it weighs, I had it somewhere. It was 50 or 48. Here it is. 48.60 kilograms. Alright, so let's take 48.60 and convert that into pounds. That's 107 pounds a piece per woofer. So 107 times 2 is 214 pounds plus, let's say 2 sheets of MDF for this one. 402 pounds. Alright. So that's 402 pounds, same speed, same distance. 107.6 kilonewtons. 107, say 107 kilonewtons. 24,054 pounds of force coming onto your seat. Now it could be more than this depending on where that box is, because if it travels a longer distance, it could likely be more than that. Or it could be less. My main thing is just to let you know, when you have stuff sitting back there, that there's a good chance it's going to kill you. Even if you were in a slow impact. Let's say, what did we say this other one was? 37 times 2 plus 94 plus 47, 215. 215 pounds. That's what the other ones were. 215, same speed. 50, we'll say 57. Alright, and then let's say that you were just going 30 miles an hour. 14.387. At 30 miles an hour, that's still over 3,000 pounds of force. So the biggest thing to take away from that is to not just put a woofer box sitting on your seat. And if you're somebody who installs stuff like this for a living, and you're doing that, you could likely get sued by the family if the person that has that installed in their vehicle that you put in there gets hurt or killed in an accident. So it's really something to think about. And obviously safety usually goes out the window. Most people don't even think about that. But a lot of people get killed every year just from luggage in the back of their vehicle. That when they're in an impact, that luggage comes flying forward and kills them. Even in a, I think I saw one where a lady had something that was like 20 pounds in her trunk, and she got into an accident, and it actually came through the back seat of the car and came up and killed her. Now, if it hadn't done that, she would have been fine, but it happened. So things like that do happen. It's something to think about. So do your best to bolt your boxes in your vehicle. So in case you do get an impact, an accident, that you won't get injured.